Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Hugh Goodrich, and I am the school counselor here at Elk Mound High School. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you here tonight as we get to recognize some of the most fantastic, outstanding, dedicated, and motivated young men and women in the entire class of 2016. Well, not just Elk Mound, but I mean entirely, that I have ever had the privilege to work with. These are tremendous young men and women. Tonight we get to pause, we get to thank them for all of the hard work that they've done, and we get to prepare them for a few days from now when we make the journey all the way across the hall to the gym for graduation. I would ask you now to please join me in welcoming Elk Mound High School's class of 2016.
It's been a long day without you, my friends, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, the things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place, see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long way without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
See you again.
We've come a long way from where we began.
No, we started.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
Tell you.
When I see you again.
First you both go out your way, and the vibe is feeling strong. And what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost. And when brotherhood comes first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach. So remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be ready for the last
So
one.
let the light guide your way. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please rise and join me in honoring our country by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please be seated. At this time, I'm going to call upon our high school principal, Mr. Paul Weber, and our superintendent, Dr. Ronald Walsh, to present our first flight of awards.
Good evening. Tonight it is my privilege to convey honor cords with Dr. Walsh, our superintendent. In addition to receiving honor cords tonight, students will also be receiving the Presidential Awards for Academic Achievement and Academic Excellence. I will now read you a letter from President Obama and Secretary of Education, John King, addressing our students. First from President Obama. Please accept my congratulations on receiving the President's Education Award. I commend you for the powerful example you have set for your family and friends and peers, and it is a privilege to join in recognizing this achievement. Our country faces great challenges. and we will overcome them if we all work together in common purpose, no matter who we are or how old we may be. America looks to students like you, whose dreams and determination know no bounds, to strengthen our communities and help drive our nation forward. Your commitment to your education demonstrates the creativity and energy that will chart the course of our unwritten history, allowing us to reimagine reality and seek new frontiers. I'm inspired by your motivation and work ethic, and it gives me great hope to know our future will be written by ambitious young people like you. I encourage you to continue working hard and aiming high, and I wish you all the best, President Obama. Now from Secretary of Education, John King. Congratulations on being recognized as a 2016 President's Education Award recipient. President Barack Obama and I believe that honoring student achievement and commitment is important. With specific goals and high aspirations, we can encourage our nation's young people to continue to achieve at higher levels. The President's Education Awards seek to honor students who meet challenging standards of academic excellence, as well as those who have overcome obstacles in their learning. It recognizes achievement and hard work in the classroom while encouraging students to reach even higher. As you receive this award, you remind us that hard work can pay off and that anything is possible with determination and effort. By earning this award, you have set a path of high expectations and can inspire your peers to do so as well. I urge you to continue to challenge yourself to be the very best. Sincerely, John King. At this time, I would like to call forward students who have earned Silver Honor Cords by maintaining a B+ average. Students, after receiving your honor cords from Dr. Walsh, you may pick up your Presidential Achievement Certificates and pins. Receiving their honor cords this evening, Bradley J. Beagle. Nation A. Davis. Elliot J. Johnson. Jasmine R. Johnson. Olivia P. Marcotte. Wade A. Melgard. Chase A. Morris. Abby R. Olson. And Chuck T. Bain. Congratulations to our Silver Cord recipients. At this time, I would like to call forward students who have earned Gold Honor Cords by maintaining an A average. Students, after receiving your honor cord from Dr. Walsh, you may pick up your Presidential Excellence Certificates and pins for Mr. Goodrich. Kayla M. Black. Brandon T. Bowl. Hannah S. Bruner. Isabella A. Cater. Bradley M. Carlson. Taylor L. Delling. Justin J. Erpenbach. Emily C. Finder. Hannah M. Flatness. Elena F. Gutsch. Alexander R. Hollister. Michaela L. Johnson. Grant J. Kelber. Hayden M. Coles. Nevada K. LaPointe. Gao Yer C. Lee. Benjamin W. Mack. Paxton B. Pavelski. Kristen T. Pluckelman. Jade L. Sorensen. Eric J. Strand. Colin S. Svee. Jordan K. Van Schoenhoven. Serena L. Weezer. Wyatt A. Winter. Corinne R. Zimmer. Two students will be receiving special medallions this evening to recognize their outstanding academic achievements. These students are first and second in their class and had the honor of addressing the public at Friday's graduation ceremony. It is my pleasure to present this year's salutatorian, Ms. Crystal Niggin. It is also my pleasure to present this year's valedictorian, Ms. McKenna Zerbakken. Let's give a big round of applause to our gold corner recipient and the valedictorian and salutatorian of the class. The School Board Service Award is given to the senior who has served as the student representative on our district's Board of Education this past school year. The task requires leadership both inside and outside of the classroom, the ability to clearly and respectfully communicate thoughts and feelings, and the ability to carefully listen and reflect on information before giving open and honest feedback. This time I would like to ask our 2015-16 student school board member to come forward so that we could recognize his service to our school. Thank you for your service, Benjamin Mack.
Thank you very much, Mr. Weber and Dr. Walsh. Next in our program this evening, we have the National Honor Society Awards. Presenting those tonight is Elk Mound's own Ms. Christine Olson.
Good evening. I am excited to be here this evening to recognize the 2016 National Honor Society graduates. This group of students has exhibited characteristics and ideals that represent this organization, including character, scholarship, leadership, and public service. NHS members of 2016 also added a unique outlook on life, schooling, and just about everything else, actually. Throughout the year, the organization participated in multiple community service events, proving to be an example for their peers. Some of these events included a hat and mitten drive, bell ringing for the Salvation Army, the polar plunge to benefit Special Olympics, a spring food drive, and volunteering for the community table as well as Ruby's Pantry. Students in this class also took it upon themselves to volunteer outside of the required events and were able to help coach youth sports and volunteer at the local Humane Society, among other activities. Their achievements within the classroom also proved their ability to be productive, versatile citizens. Tonight we will honor these students for their achievements. Elliot Johnson was this year's NHS president and organized all of the community service projects for the group. He was a slightly unconventional president, but provided an entertaining and productive year for his peers. I was extremely fortunate to have worked with Elliot this year, and for that I am grateful. Thank you for your leadership and enthusiasm, Elliot. Will you please come down to accept your certificate and assist me in handing out the awards? Earning her second year certificate and vice president this year, Ms. Taylor Delling. Earning her second year certificate and receiving her secretary's pin, Ms. McKenna Zerbakken. Earning her second year certificate and her treasurer's pin, Ms. Hannah Flatness. Earning her second year certificate, Ms. Kayla Black. Second year certificate, Brandon Bull. Second year certificate, Hannah Bruner. Second year certificate, Bradley Carlson. Second year certificate, Isabella Cater. Second year certificate, Emily Finder. Second year certificate, Alana Gutch. Second year certificate, Nevada LaPointe. Second year certificate, Crystal Niggin. Second year certificate, Paxton Pavelski. Second year certificate, Kristen Pluckelman. Second year certificate, Jade Sorensen. Second year certificate, Eric Strand. Second year certificate, Colin Spee. Second year certificate, Serena Weiser. And last but certainly not least, second year certificate to Corinne Zimmer. Congratulations, NHS members of 2016. That was Elk 2016 National Honor Society. pleasure this evening to recognize two very hardworking and motivated young women. As a pair, they single-handedly planned and carried out most of the student council activities throughout the year. They've also managed to assist me in organizing student council-sponsored activities and developed our Make a Difference Week. These two students have been 4-year members of student council and have always demonstrated strong leadership roles among their peers. To recognize their hard work, both students are receiving scholarships this evening from student council. I am forever thankful for all the effort and time you have contributing to student council. Thank you, ladies. First, I will recognize Miss Kayla Black. And secondly, Miss Isabella Cater. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Olson. It is my pleasure to act on behalf of Ms. Peggy Bodenberg and our former Student Supporting Students organization this evening. And I am now here to present the Elk Mound High School Leadership Award. Please listen to the following on behalf of Ms. Bodenberg. Good evening, students. I am here tonight to present the EMHS Outstanding Leadership Award. This award was established 13 years ago to recognize leadership of an outstanding senior. The criteria for this award are active participation during all 4 years of high school, demonstrating leadership skills by example in a positive manner, and a willingness to work hard on behalf of the students for the good of the school. The award includes a $100 scholarship with the recipient's name on a school plaque. There is an individual plaque that this young lady will receive, and we have a larger plaque that hangs proudly here in the auditorium for all students to see. This year's award goes to a special young lady who demonstrates leadership skills by being a member of National Honor Society, Students Supporting Students, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Yearbook, and Prom Committee. To add to her diversity in representing our school, she also participates in marching band, volleyball, and softball, just to name a few activities. She exemplifies the energy, dedication, and positive example of a student supporting her school, and tops it off by being extremely involved in community activities. Our sincere thanks and congratulations goes to Miss Crystal Niggett. Crystal, if you would please come forward. It is also my pleasure to represent Mr. Jeremiah Fredrickson tonight, giving out our FFA scholarships. We had a wonderful year in FFA, and if any of you have ever been to Elk Mound High School during FFA week, you know that we cap off the week with an assembly next door in the gym. This year was no different. What was exceptional this year was the quality of the program, the time, the effort, and energy that went into making that program happen was very much reflected, as I'm sure all of these students can tell you. Whether it's getting a pie in the face, throwing a hay bale, or riding on a tricycle, there is nothing quite to compare with that experience. So, to recognize all of our outstanding FFA students tonight, please come forward, students, when I call your name. I will be presenting scholarships on behalf of Mr. Fredrickson. First, Mr. Bradley Beagle. Next, Ms. Paxton Pavelski. Next, Ms. Caitlin Lyman. And last but certainly not least, Ms. Taylor Delling. Congratulations to all of our FFA scholars. is also my pleasure to act on behalf of Ms. George, our business education teacher tonight, to present our Future Business Leaders of America Awards. We have 2 students who competed at the state level this year, and I would like to recognize them now. Their certificate reads, "For your participation in the 2016 Future Business Leaders of America State Leadership Convention in Hospitality and Tourism." That is the category they competed in. Our sincere thanks and gratitude goes to Mr. Casey Capozzi and Ms. Taylor Delling. If you would both come forward at this time. Casey, business skills do mean handshakes from time to time and getting things when they're given to you. Just a little thought. I also have the pleasure of giving our art awards this evening for our instructor, Mr. Eric Lundgren. I will read to you now what our certificates say. For active and invaluable participation with the yearbook staff during the conceptualization, creation, and distribution of the 2015-16 yearbook. Your hard work and dedication was instrumental in creating a successful yearbook for both students and staff. You have our deepest gratitude for your efforts during your time as a yearbook staff member. Please come forward, Miss Misty Voss. Also, Miss Caitlin Derricks. Miss Laura Fox, who unfortunately cannot be with us this evening. Miss Olivia Marcotte. And Miss Christina Jensen, who also is not able to be with us this evening. Thank you very much to all of our yearbook contributors. I also have the honor of presenting our Spanish awards tonight on behalf of Miss Sarah Hoover, our Spanish instructor. Before tonight's program, Miss Hoover came up to me extremely distraught, and if you know Miss Hoover, you know that is nothing new. However, the reasoning for this particular version of being distraught was that she could not, in good conscience, choose who to give this award to. She loves all of you so much that she had a terrible time trying to narrow down who she would recognize. So it was with no small amount of pain and suffering that Miss Hoover finally presented me with 2 certificates. One for an outstanding female in the class, and one for an outstanding male in the class. So, on behalf of Miss Hoover, I will now present the Outstanding Spanish Awards to Miss Emily Clara Finder for speaking Spanish at all times, in and out of the classroom. Her understanding of the Spanish language is over the top, más alto que normal. The outstanding male Spanish student, Grant Bernardo Kelberg, for speaking Spanish whenever possible and keeping the best attitude all year long. Mil gracias a todos los estudiantes aquí. And now, you've seen enough of me for a while, I am going to turn over the podium to Elk Mound's own Miss Teresa Jackson.
Glossophobia is the fear of public speaking, and it affects about 75% of people. Statistically, far more of us claim that we would prefer death to giving a speech. Thankfully, we have an organization that helps dedicated students to overcome this fear and develop skills that many people would rather ignore. It is the Wisconsin High School Forensics Association. Elk Mound students who have been in forensics aren't just stronger speakers because of their membership, they are also stronger individuals. The following students participated in forensics for 1 year. I know they regret not joining forensics earlier because they missed out on a lot of fun. Will Bartholomew and Casey Capozzi. One senior was with forensics for 2 years, Hunter Westcott. And 2 seniors were dedicated to forensics all 4 years of high school. They have both earned their fair share of perfect scores and gold medals. That's Hannah Bruner and Bradley Beagle. This spring, the members of the English department met to choose a member of this class for the English Department Award. There's no monetary value to this award, but it does come with our sincerest respect and hopes for a bright future. We wanted to choose someone who earned good grades in all of their English classes, someone who displayed a true talent and skill in writing, and someone who has a genuine interest in reading great literature. This year we had a particularly hard time deciding on just one student, so we decided to give an award to both a boy and a girl. The girl, Corinne Zimmer, and the boy, Wyatt Winter.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jackson. Next in the program, we have the Dunn County Optimist Club Award, which I am proud to now present. I would like to read for you now something that is recited at every Optimist Club meeting. It is the Optimist Creed. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel that there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the successes of others as you are about your own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile, to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Optimist Creed. We have 4 outstanding individuals who are recognized this year as our Dunn County Optimist Youths of the Month. Students, please stand when I call your name. This year's optimists are Ms. Caitlin Lyman, Mr. Justin Erpenbach, Ms. Kayla Black, and Ms. Hannah Bruner. The Optimist Club is also proud to give a scholarship to one of these outstanding students this year. At this time, I would like Ms. Kayla Black to come forward and receive the Elk Mound High School 2016 Optimist Club Scholarship for $1,000. It is also my pleasure to present the Menominee Noon Rotary Club Award. And the Rotary Club has something that they call a 4-way test. which I would like to read for you now. The four-way test is a nonpartisan and non-sectarian ethical guide for Rotarians to use for their personal and professional relationships. The test has been translated into more than 100 languages, and Rotarians recite it at club meetings. Of the things we think, say, or do, number 1, is it the truth? Number 2, is it fair to all concerned? Number 3, will it build goodwill and better friendships? And number 4, will it be beneficial to all concerned? The outstanding young lady that I had the honor and privilege of taking to the Newman Rotary Club meeting received a plaque which now hangs, I believe, somewhere other than Elk Mountain High School. But tonight we are going to add to that plaque a certificate. Miss Corinne Zimmer, would you please come forward? And now, I would like to turn the podium over to Elk Mound's own Mr. Jeff Mack to present our next 2 awards.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Almost congrats, a few more days. Academic Decathlon. United States Academic Decathlon is a national competition that has been around for the last 31 years. We have had a team entered and involved in this competition for 29 of those years. It is truly a wonderful activity which stresses the total academic student. The team consists of 9 students, 3 each in the honors category, scholastic category, and varsity category. Each student's category is determined based upon their core curriculum GPAs. The student takes standardized tests in science, literature, art, music, social science, economics, mathematics, with a unifying theme this year of India, Indian culture, and the influences on the global economy. As they compete in advance, they also had interviews, prepared speeches, wrote essays, and participated in a quiz bowl type activity called the Super Quiz. I often wondered what possesses students to do this. For some, it's the thrill of competition. For others, it's the allure of free food and time off of school. Last year's team had 9 seniors, so obviously this year had to be 9 rookies. Last year's team qualified for the state competition. None of these students had been involved in this activity ever. So with Mr. Winchester and myself, expectations weren't real high. We felt, though, that we would leave next year's coaches with a great core of individuals, but they had bigger goals than we had. They were extremely high. Anything less than a state berth would be unacceptable to them. This team found a way to find the warm bodies we needed, to hit the different categories we needed, and those warm bodies performed at a championship level. They did qualify and compete at the state meet in Wisconsin Dells and became the Division III state champions. And Mr. Winchester and I are extremely proud of each and every one of them. Please come forward and receive your awards and be recognized. Competing in the Scholastic Division, Elliot Johnson. At the regional level, Elliot placed first in mathematics, third in economics, first in social science, and Elliot was our team's overall leading scorer. Many stories could be told about Elliot, and he'll be remembered for always. Hayden Coles in the Scholastic Division. Competing in the Varsity Division, William Bartholomew and Hunter Westcott. Regional level, second place in science and second place in speech. Fantastic group of kids to work with. We leave with a good core group behind them also. Moving on to the E-Club. E-Club is an organization open to all students which have earned a varsity letter in at least one sport that this school offers. Recognizing that participating in athletics is a privilege, this organization is a community service organization that takes pride in being good role models for all our student body and features the best student athletes we have at Elk Mound. Not only does the athlete need to be recognized as a letter winner in a sport, but they must be active participants in all the community activities we offer. Over the years, this group has provided holiday cheer over the past 4 years for over a dozen local families of need. We have provided a safe, caring evening for children before Valentine's Day so that parents of these young children could use a little time to themselves, either going out to dinner, others just to clean their house without the patter of little feet under their own. With the following E-Club members, please stand up and be recognized. Our President, Ben Mack. Vice President, Colin Svee. Secretary, Corinne Zimmer. Treasurer, Serena Weiser. Kayla Black. Brandon Ball. Ryan Conlon. Taylor Delling. Justin Erpenbach. Emily Finder. Hannah Flatness. Elena Gutsch. Alex Hollister. Hayden Coles. McKenna McVeigh. Wave Melgard. Chase Morris. Abby Olson. Paxton Pavelski. Tegan Peterson. Kristen Plekoman. Jade Sorensen. Eric Strand. Cole Timon. Jordan Van Schoonhoven. And Sarah Winchester. Each year the E-Club, you can sit down. Each year the E-Club gives out scholarships to members that are active in the organization, and they must fill out a fairly extensive application. The application centers or focuses on how athletics has influenced their lives. Most of the applicants mentioned time management skills, working within a group to achieve a common goal, taking shortcuts, or not taking shortcuts, or the easy way out, dedication to the task at hand, leadership skills, setting priorities, making good decisions and accepting the consequences of those decisions, motivation, creating a great work ethic, and many more. All of these skills that are needed to succeed in life after high school. A specific scale is used to determine the amount each applicant receives and is based upon office held, letters and awards given in all sports, and finally the essay. This year, 5 members took the time to fill out the application. Please come down when your name is called to receive your award. This year, receiving scholarships, Ben Mack, our president, and Ben, please take them and hand them out if you would, please. Also receiving scholarship, Kayla Black. Nevada LaPointe. Sarah Winchester. And Paxton Pavelski. A very big thank you to all that you have done for the school and for the E-Club organization as well. I have many memories of each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mack, and congratulations, students. At this time, I'm going to call upon our principal, Mr. Paul Weber, once more to present the WIAA Scholar Athlete Awards.
The Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association is the governing body for all sports for secondary schools in our state. Tonight, medallions will be presented to the female and male student athletes with the highest combination of grade point average and athletic success from the class of 2016. Students from Elk High School that will be receiving WI medallions tonight are, for the female athlete, Hannah Flatness, and for the male athlete, Alexander Hollister. So would Hannah and Alexander please come forward?
Thank you very much, Mr. Weber. Next in our program, we have the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award and the United States Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award. Similar to the WIAA Scholar Athlete, the United States Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award seeks to recognize two outstanding students, one male and one female, who have a winning combination of athletics, academics, perseverance, and all-around hard work. Tonight, it is my pleasure to recognize the distinguished athletes for the class of 2016 on behalf of the United States Marine Corps. Our female, please come forward to receive your certificate, Miss Serena Weezer. And our male recipient this evening, Mr. Cole Timon. The Scholastic Excellence Award, on behalf of the United States Marine Corps, goes to a young lady who tonight has taken on many challenges. To say that this is a busy young lady is a dramatic understatement. She is involved more than I care to see her. Sometimes I wonder if she ever goes home. But it is my pleasure to reward all of that hard work tonight by presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Miss Hannah Bruner. And now, it is my pleasure to call upon Staff Sergeant Scully to present our United States Army Scholar Athlete Awards.
Thank you for having me. This award is given as a total soldier concept, so it's not just one thing. You're not just smart. You're not just good at sports. In the Army, it's everything. You're a leader, you're a follower, you're everything. So the first one is Abby Olson. Colin Svee. Sorry, man.
Thank you very much, Staff Sergeant Scully. Staff Sergeant Scully is actually leaving us to go to Manhattan, Kansas, and we wish him well in all of his future endeavors. Just be thankful we didn't say the last name was Van Schoonholm. It is also my pleasure tonight to recognize our outstanding young men and women who are entering the United States Armed Forces. Students, your commitment and service to your country reflect the values that we as a school and community hold dear. Please come forward when I call your name to receive your Military Service Award. Mr. Tegan Peterson. Tegan is going to be entering the United States Marine Corps as a combat support specialist. Mr. Lucas Kinblom who unfortunately is unable to be with us tonight. Pending medical clearance, Lucas is going to be entering the United States Air Force. Mr. Johnny Chang, who is also unable to be with us this evening, is going to be entering the Wisconsin National Guard in the infantry. And Mr. Grant Kelberg. Grant is going to be entering the Wisconsin National Guard, and he is going to be an HVAC and HVAC technician. Congratulations, students. We are proud of you. Next, it is my pleasure to present the Elk Mound Staff Scholarship. The staff of the Elk Mound School District have chosen to honor a graduate of the class of 2016 with one $500 scholarship. Tonight's student has given a tremendous amount of time and energy to make our school and our community a better place. It is my pleasure to award the 2016 Elk Mound Staff Scholarship to Miss Isabella Cater. Congratulations. And next in our program, we have the Elk Mound High School Music Parents Scholarships. Presenting those tonight, I would like to welcome to the podium Ms. DeLong.
Good evening. Every year I decide to wing it, and this year I decided to try something new, so I wrote it down. This is our second year we have actually had the students participate in writing an essay. Last year it was interesting to find that the students actually, the most they got out of the music program was the friendships. Not being able to get to know people, or their fellow musicians through band. If they would have been in band, they would have never got to know these people. This year, they were excited about the friendships, but they were also excited about the fact that the opportunities they had available with solo ensembles, jazz ensembles. So that was kind of fun, and also being able to help the younger peers. The Music Parents helps with all these events, but the biggest ones they help with are the scholarships. This group of kids has been awesome to watch them throughout the years and grow. With that being said, I do have the scholarships. Can I see Ashton Barrett, please? These are $200 scholarships. William Bartholomew and Bradley Beagle. Hannah Bruner. Emily Fender. Grant Kelberg. Hayden Coles. Olivia Marcotte. Crystal Megan. And Hunter Westcott. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. DeLong. On behalf of Mr. Jerry Murphy and Ms. Brittany Yaden, our choral and our instrumental directors, I would also like to recognize some of the outstanding accomplishments of our music students. Students, if you would please stand when I call your name. Recipients of this year's John Philip Sousa Award, Miss Hannah Bruner and Miss Crystal Niggin. Recipients of the Louis Armstrong Award, Mr. William Bartholomew and Mr. Hunter Westcott. And recipient of the Semper Fidelis Award, Mr. Ashton Barrick. Also receiving the National Choral Award this evening, please stand, Miss Rhiannon Hilton. Congratulations, students, and thank you. Next in our program, we have the Elk Mound Lions Club Scholarship. Presenting that for us this evening, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Kinjierski to the podium.
Good evening. The Elk Mound Lions Club has been active in this community for about 35 years, more or less. The Lions Club International itself is best known for our vision programs, eye banks, vision screenings, services for the blind. But we're also about another kind of vision, seeing what could be and service to make those things happen. I'd like to congratulate all the students here tonight. We had about a dozen applications, more or less, I guess, and the stories and service that we saw in those applications is very impressive, and I know that there are a lot more out there that these students have accomplished in service to the community. So I'd encourage all of you to remain true to your visions, follow your visions, and remain engaged in service to make those visions happen in your community, whatever community that may be. Every year, the Elk Mound Lions Club gives out 2 modest scholarships of $250 each. And so we selected Nevada LaPointe and Anna Flats.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kinjierski. Next in our program, we have the Menominee Lions Club Scholarship. Presenting that for us this evening, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Lightfield to the podium.
Good evening. This year, the Lions Club of Menominee was fortunate that we were able to budget for $7,000 scholarships for seniors in all 4 of the different high schools in Dunn County, Colfax, Elk Mound, Boyceville, and Menominee. Again, we have a great winner here for the Elk Mound High School. I'd like to congratulate Crystal Niggin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lightfield. Next in our program, we have the Kyle's Market Scholarship. It is my pleasure to have Mr. Cresson come forward at this time to present that.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Kyle's Market in Colfax. Maybe I better share a little story here first. I've been following the baseball team the last couple of years and the volleyball team. Had an employee work for me, and I almost won an award for the senior boys. One night I went home with 2 Elk Mound stocking hats back to Colfax. So tonight I'd like to present a scholarship for $500 to somebody that's been outstanding here at Colfax in academics and in volleyball. It has been a very valuable asset to Kyle's Market. I'd like to give a scholarship in the amount of $500 to Serena Weezer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cresson, and congratulations, Serena. It is also my pleasure tonight to recognize Ms. Jade L. Sorensen, if you would come forward at this time. Jade has received the Tractor Central Grant in the amount of $250 for the pursuit of higher education at the University of Wisconsin River Falls during the 2016-2017 academic year. Congratulations. And next, we have the St. Joseph's Confraternity Scholarships. I would like to welcome Ms. Beagle to the podium to present those for us.
Good evening. Every year, the Parish Council of Catholic Women at St. Joseph's Catholic Church here in Elk Mound awards scholarships in recognition of the seniors' outstanding involvement and service to St. Joseph's Catholic Church, their community, their family, and their school. Tonight, I am pleased to award 3 scholarships. $100 to Bradley Beagle. $150 to Brandon Bowl. And $200 to Hannah Bruner.
Very much, Ms. Beagle. Next in our program, we have the Knights of Columbus Scholarship. Elk Mound High School is proud to recognize, and please come forward at this time, Ms. Crystal Niggin for receiving the Knights of Columbus Monsignor Blecka Scholarship in the amount of $750 for the pursuit of higher education at the University of Wisconsin Superior during the 2016-2017 academic year. Crystal, congratulations. And now it is time for us to present the Eau Claire Energy Co-op Scholarship. I would like to welcome Ms. Judith Anivas to the podium to present that at this time. And if Ms. Anivas is not here, we will move on to the Dunn Energy Cooperative Scholarship, which Mr. Lee Jensen is going to present for us tonight.
Well, congratulations to all of you. And I'm here again tonight to present 3 scholarships for Dunn Energy. I'm on the board. And so Dunn Energy serves not just in Dunn County, but in the region of Dunn County, and we get into Chippewa, and a couple other counties a little bit. Anyway, the Dunn Energy Cooperative, we're excited again this year to give 15 different scholarships to local youth whose parents are members of the cooperative. The quality of the applicants this year were very good, and they each displayed a level of community involvement and achievement and leadership it takes to be a success. Our mission statement at Dunn Energy is to make a difference one member at a time. And we hope that our scholarships make a difference in the lives of the recipients. And we challenge them to continue to make a difference throughout their lives. On behalf of all our members, I'm honored to present the $500 scholarship, 3 of them, to Crystal Nigan, Brandon Bull, and Erica Strand. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jensen. Next in our program, we have the Independence State Bank Scholarship. It is my pleasure to welcome at this time Mr. Meyer to the podium to present that on behalf of Independence State Bank.
Good evening. My name is Dennis Meyer. I'm President, CEO, and part owner of Independence State Bank. And I'd like to start out with congratulating the Elkbound class of 2016 and wish you the very best in your future endeavors, whatever those may be. Part of the thing that I like to do every year is come here and deliver the annual scholarship on behalf of Independence State Bank. And I really enjoy doing this. And this year's recipient of Independence State Bank's annual scholarship is Bradley Beagle.
Thank you very much, Mr. Meyer. Next in our program, we have the Bremer Bank Scholarships. And presenting those for us this evening is Mr. Kelscher. Good evening. My name is Mark Kelscher, and I'm the market president for the Bremer Banks in the Dunn County locations. And to start off again, congratulations all seniors. Is that me? My cell phone? Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, congratulations for completing your high school education. I know it's a couple days away, but I think congratulations is probably in order. But don't forget to thank your parents and also your teachers who have spent countless hours to get to this point in your life, this milestone. This evening, I'm pleased to present scholarships in the amount of $250 to 4 members of the senior class tonight of 2016. The students were selected by the High School Scholarship Committee based on the desire to continue their education at the secondary level. Can I have the following students come forward? Casey Capozzi, Taylor DeLing, Jasmine Johnson, and Chuck Bain. Congratulations, best of luck to you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kelscher. Do you understand now why we say no phones in school? Next in our program, we have the Colfax Sportsman's Club Scholarship. Presenting that this evening, it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. and Ms. Richards to the podium.
Good evening. My name is George Richards. I'm the president of the Colfax Sportsman's Club. We are a community-oriented nonprofit organization working to involve our young people in the outdoor sports. We sponsor the high school trap team and the scholastic pistol team, and we make available various training programs through our club. And one of the things that we're really proud of is our scholarships. And this year we had 2 to Colfax, and we've got 2 to Elk Mound. The students applying for these scholarships write an essay on their idea of conservation of our natural resources. And we had several applicants this year, all with very good essays. We made it hard to choose the best ones, but we finally did it. So the winner of the Elk Mound High School's 2 $250 scholarships go to Bradley Beagle, And Hannah Flatness. On behalf of the Colfax Sportsman Club, we wish you the best in your future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richards. Next in the program, we have the Wisconsin Elks Association Scholarship. It is my pleasure to represent the Wisconsin Elks Association this evening and to present a scholarship in the amount of $1,000 for outstanding scholastic effort and desire to pursue education at the collegiate level. In the amount of $1,000, this scholarship goes to Miss Crystal Ningen. It is also my pleasure to represent the West Wisconsin Telcom Corporation and present tonight's scholarships that were won at random drawing. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to receive your $500 West Wisconsin Telcom scholarships. First, Miss Elena Gutsch. Miss Jade Sorensen. Miss Kayla Black. And Miss Rhiannon Hilton. Congratulations, students. It is also my pleasure tonight to represent the Mayo Clinic organization and to present a scholarship tonight in the amount of $3,000 annually, $12,000 over 4 years for the pursuit of higher education at St. Catherine University to Miss Hannah Flatness. And next in our program, we have the Wisconsin Higher Educational Arts Board, or the HEAB Scholarship. The Academic Excellence Scholarship is also known as the Valedictorian Scholarship. It is the scholarship that is given to the top student in each graduating class of a Wisconsin school. This award qualifies for partial tuition at any institution of higher education, public, private, 4-year, 2-year, technical, whatever they decide to do as long as they stay in Wisconsin. And tonight, it is my pleasure to award the Wisconsin Higher Educational Arts Board Scholarship for partial tuition to this year's valedictorian, Ms. McKenna Zerbach. It is also my pleasure tonight to give out the Judge Stewart Scholarship. Students, many of you may not know who Judge Stewart is. He retired several years ago. But if you did know who Judge Stewart was, that was not always a good thing. Mr. Weber and I often had to refer students to Judge Stewart because they could not come to school on time, or if they stayed on time coming to school, they could not stay in the building without incidents. The Judge William Stewart Scholarship was established in honor of retired Judge William Stewart for a student who was able to take a difficult entrance into high school and convert that into a graduation with meaning, with promise, and with genuine hard work that transformed their lives. Tonight, you have seen some of the work that this student put forth in our new display table for our diplomas and for our honor cords. At this time, I would like to present a scholarship in the amount of $250 to Mr. Cole Smith. it is also my pleasure tonight to give out the Anne Marie Foundation Scholarship. I would like to read for you now a few words from the Anne Marie Scholarship Foundation. The Anne Marie Foundation is an independent philanthropic organization committed to enhancing the quality of life in Wisconsin's communities. The founders of Phillips Plastics Corporation, Bob Cervenka and Louis Vakurka, established the Anne Marie Foundation in 1974. The foundation received its name by combining the first names of the mothers of the two founders. Originally funded mostly by Phillips Plastics Corporation, the Anne Marie Foundation ended its affiliation with Phillips Plastics in December 2010, when the Cervenkas sold the company. The Anne Marie Foundation provides monetary awards to schools and nonprofit organizations to promote educational, humanitarian, cultural, and recreational activities. In 1976, the foundation began awarding scholarships to deserving high school graduates planning to continue their education. Including this year's recipients, the foundation will have awarded just over 900 scholarships since the program's inception, totaling over $1 million. The Anne Marie Foundation would like to provide a scholarship to a graduating senior from Elk Mound School District this year. This scholarship, in the amount of $2,000, is being awarded to students who intend to further their education after graduation. The recipient, chosen by the Elk Mound Scholarship Committee, has proven academic achievement, demonstrated leadership qualities, and has invested their time in volunteer efforts and/or community involvement. The scholarship will be given in one installment after successful completion of the student's first semester of full-time enrollment at his or her respective college or technical school. On behalf of the Anne Marie Foundation, please join me in congratulating this year's scholarship winner, Mr. Billy Lohr. Unfortunately, Billy is not able to be with us this evening due to a prior commitment. It is also my pleasure tonight to act on behalf of the University of Wisconsin Extension. And on their behalf, I would like to award a scholarship in the amount of $500 for the continuation of education at the post-secondary level to Miss Abby Olson. The Dunn County Community Home and Community Education Scholarship is yours. Congratulations. And next in our program, we have the Chippewa Valley Technical College Opportunity Scholarship. It is my pleasure to have on hand this evening Mr. Luke Hurlbert to present that for us.
Good evening. My name is Luke Hurlbert and I'm a pre-college specialist at Chippewa Valley Technical College. I make routine visits to Elk Mound High School to help students pursue their dreams of continuing their education. Before I present this scholarship, I would like to share with you just a quick thought. I graduated from high school 10 years ago, and yet I remember many details of my high school scholarship awards ceremony. Don't worry, I won't go all nostalgia on you and relive my glory years. But what I will say is receiving a scholarship for continuing education is indeed an honor and something that you should be very proud of. Many of the scholarships that are being awarded tonight are made possible by the generous gifts from individuals, business, and foundations right in your very own community. Graduates, you are a fortunate generation, but more importantly, we are a fortunate community. Research shows that your generation wants to make a difference, that you want to be a part of your community. You want to contribute to the greater good. After all, you are the generation of the Ice Bucket Challenge and the Starbucks coffee drive-through pay for the next person in line behind your experience. Your vocabulary has always included the phrase, pay it forward. So as you accept your scholarships tonight, it is my hope that you will remember that you had a bit of help with your education. And when you find yourself 5, 10, or even 20 years down the road and in a position where you can help the next generation, I hope that you too will pay it forward. I offer congratulations to each of you for achieving this very important milestone in your life. And on behalf of the Chippewa Valley Technical College Foundation Board of Directors, I'm honored to present $500 High School Opportunity Scholarship to Kristen Platten.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hurlbert. Our next flight of scholarships this evening are the college and university scholarships. By no means is this list comprehensive. However, when I asked our young men and women if they knew of any scholarships that their prospective college or university had awarded them, the response was nothing short of overwhelming. This is one small window into the time, talent, and effort that these outstanding young men and women have put into their high school experience and paved the way for wonderful things to happen at the post-secondary level. Students, as I call your names, please come forward to receive your college scholarship awards. From Bemidji State University, Elkmont High School is proud to recognize Bradley Beagle for receiving an academic scholarship in the amount of $2,000 for the pursuit of higher education at Bemidji State during the 2016-17 academic year. At the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, the Academic Excellence Scholarship goes to McKenna Zerbakken, also called the Freshman Honors Award, for $1,000. From the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, the UWSP First Year Merit Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Miss Corinne Zimmer. From the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, the Soaring Eagle Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is awarded to Miss Isabella Cater. Also at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, winning an academic scholarship in the amount of $1,000, Miss Taylor Delling. From the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, the Academic Merit Scholarship in the amount of $1,500 to Mr. Benjamin Mack. Also at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville, receiving an Academic Merit Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, Mr. Alexander Hollister. At the University of Wisconsin-Stout, the Promising Student Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Miss Abby Olson. Also at the University of Wisconsin-Stout, the Promising Student Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Mr. Bradley Carlson. At Viterbo University, the Health and Science Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 goes to Miss Emily Finder. Also from Viterbo University, the President's Scholarship in the amount of $14,000 is conveyed to Miss Emily Finder. Staying with the Viterbo University theme, receiving the Dean's Scholarship in the amount of $12,000, Miss Elena Gutsch. From Augsburg College, receiving the Early Augies Scholarship in the amount of $1,500, Miss Olivia Marcotte. Also from Augsburg, receiving the Regents Scholarship in the amount of $14,000, congratulations, Miss Olivia Marcotte. And from the College of St. Catherine, The University Venture Scholarship in the amount of $5,000 annually, $20,000 over 4 years, Miss Hannah Flatness. Also from the University of St. Catherine, receiving the Presidential Scholarship in the amount of $23,000 annually, $92,000 over 4 years, Miss Hannah Flatness. From Ripon College, the Faculty Scholarship in the amount of $18,000 to Mr. Brandon Bowl. From the University of Wisconsin-River Falls, the Outstanding Student Scholarship in the amount of $2,000, renewable for 2 years, goes to Miss Jade Sorensen. From the University of Wisconsin-Superior, the Dorcas McPhail Johnson Scholarship in the amount of $600 to Miss Crystal Niggett. Also from the University of Wisconsin-Superior, the Steve DeVink Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 per year goes to Miss Crystal Niggett. From the University of North Dakota, the Academic Achievement Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 goes to Miss Serena Weiser. And on behalf of the University of Wisconsin-Barron County, receiving the Western Michigan University Alumni Contribution Fund Scholarship in the amount of $500, Miss Sarah Winchester. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our local, state, and national awards. It also brings us to a very special part of the evening, our memorial scholarships. We lose the ones that we love, whether to tragic accidents, unforeseen illness, or the inevitable march of time. But the people that we love are never truly gone. We carry them with us, and their memory lives on. It does so in the form of those of us who have decided to love them and carry their good deeds forward. Tonight, the men and women that we honor in the form of memorial scholarships are listed, beginning with the Cammie B. Johnson Memorial Scholarship. I would like to have Miss Johnson come forward at that time to present the award.
Good evening. Congratulations to the seniors of the Elk Mountain class of 2016. I just want to take a moment of your time, and I want you to imagine, if you will, a child. A healthy child running across the field playing soccer or football, laughing with friends, picking flowers, you know, just being a kid. Then one day, this child doesn't feel very well. They're thirsty and hungry all the time. They frequently use the bathroom. They've lost weight for no apparent reason. They're irritable and have mood changes. They're tired, they're weak, and then one night they wet the bed when they're well past that bedwetting stage. The child is taken to the doctor, and after several visits and tests, they're diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. The parents are scared. They've heard about diabetes, but it's not their child that gets affected, it's everybody else, right? What does this mean? Will my child's get better? Is it curable? Will they have a normal life? Will they reach their dreams? How will it change our lives? Well, type 1 diabetes does change lives. It changes the lives for the child, for the parents, and everybody around them. The child has to poke their fingers 4 to 5 times a day. They have to count their carb intake, learn how many carbs are in their food. They have to calculate how much insulin they want to inject. Parents wake up in the middle of the night just to make sure that their child is still alive. They check their sugar levels, they learn the do's and don'ts. They monitor, they watch, all the time. But type 1 diabetics do and can have successful lives by carefully planning their day, but there's also a tragic consequence to type 1 diabetes. Some of you may know someone with type 1, a friend, a family member, classmate. You see them eating or drinking in class, going to the school nurse office during the day, sitting on the sidelines during gym class. You hear they're in the hospital because they have the flu. You see them with a needle and bottle, test strips, glucose monitors. They're kids like Lindsay, Sophie, Nathan, Max, Aaron, and Cammie. One thing all of these kids had in common were great nurses and medical professionals. An outstanding and amazing young lady like Alexis was a past recipient of the Cammie V. Johnson Scholarship and a graduate from Elk Mound High School. This is the why. This is the why that many people and businesses in our community have given time, energy, and money to make this and other scholarships available throughout Dunn County. We do it to continue a legacy of young ladies whose life was cut way too short. So tonight I'm honored to be here to award Caitlin Lehman a $1,000 scholarship to help her achieve her dream of helping other people and becoming a nurse.
Thank you very much, Ms. Johnson. Next in the program, the Aaron Anderson Memorial Scholarship. It is my pleasure to welcome at this time to the podium the Anderson family to present this.
Congratulations, all of you. Our son Aaron Anderson was a graduate of the Elk Mound class of 2004. He worked at Menards in the electrical department, putting himself through school, and he helped us on the farm as well. He was a student at the Chippewa Valley Technical College in the marketing program, and his life was cut short by a fatal automobile accident in 2005. Aaron also had a very kind heart and accepted people for who they were, which is why he had lots of friends. And he was well liked by everyone. He loved helping people and was willing to lend a hand, which is why people sought him out in the electrical department there with their lighting and electrical issues. You could always find Aaron helping his family members with their computers and friends with wiring their radios, speakers, and working on their cars and changing their tires. Aaron was an energetic person who had many interests. He loved snowboarding, skiing, mudding, computers, and working on cars. He was always an inquisitive child, and he liked to know how things worked. He wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty, and he was a hands-on kind of person, working hard and giving his all to everything that he attempted, while having a lot of fun along the way. Problem solving, creating, and inventing were just some of his gifts. He participated in Odyssey of the Mind for several years when he was younger, through the Gifted and Talented program at the elementary school here in Elk Mound. He was very active in his youth program at Big Elk Creek Lutheran Church through his junior and high school years. Our son Aaron was a very tall young man with light brown hair and sparkling eyes and a very infectious smile. A kid very devoted to family, spending a lot of time with his brother Alex and with Wayne and myself as well. He was our 6'4" gentle giant. We are very proud and honored this evening to give a $300 scholarship award in memory of him to Wyatt Winter.
Thank you very much, Wayne, Sue, and Alex. Next in our program, we have the Clarence and Isabel Berger Family Scholarship. It is my pleasure to welcome several members, not all, but several members of the Berger family to the podium at this time.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Berger, number 16. This is Stacy Casper next to me. She's the daughter of number 7. Clarence and Isabel Berger were longtime residents of the Okmulgee area between 1964 and 1986. All 17 of their children graduated from Okmulgee High School. Over the years, 11 of their grandchildren have attended the school for part of their primary education, with 5 of them graduating from the school district, and there are currently 3 great-grandchildren in the elementary and high schools. In 2009, my family started discussions on how we could memorialize my parents and honor their contributions that they made to the Okmulgee community. Our dad passed away in 2009, and our mom passed away in 2013. Clarence and Isabel Berger were very active in several groups, including church, FFA, Lions Club, Senior Citizens, and Easter Seals. They were not always able to give financial support, but offered their time and talents to a project. Several years ago, our family decided to establish a $500 scholarship for graduating seniors at Oak Mound High School who demonstrated values that our parents instilled in the 17 of us. Values like hard work, moral character, and service to their school, church, and community are all considered to be vital in making a successful individual and a successful community.
As a part of the application process, students were asked to write a response to 2 of 4 essay questions. The school scholarship committee reviews all applications and essays, conducts personal interviews with the applicants, and chooses the winner. This year's winner talked about the importance of community service and thinks it is important for the children of the community to be exposed to volunteering so that it can be carried over into their adult lives, stating that in the future, and when I am in college, I hope to do what I can to give back to the community. Do different services in church and helping out local schools. This student spoke about the importance of strong work ethic, positive attitude, good communication skills, time management abilities, and problem-solving skills. This student stated, I need a positive attitude when working with contrasting opinions to try and meet in the middle, to do the best to make as many people as I can happy. These are a few of the comments that the student made that demonstrates character. We are honored to present the 7th annual Clarence and Isabel Berger Family Scholarship to Hannah Bruner.
Thank you very much, Berger family. It is my pleasure to present our next scholarship, the Alicia Wolmer Memorial Scholarship. And this is something very near and dear to my heart because Alicia Wolmer was one of the first students that I met when I came to Elk Mound. This is a very energetic, short, blonde, silly young lady. A young lady who was incredibly talented in the area of music, incredibly talented in the area of athletics, and a fiercely loyal friend. Sadly, one evening, I received a telephone call from Dr. Walsh informing me that Alicia was killed in an automobile accident while traveling south on Highway H. She was going to study with one of her friends when an individual ran a stop sign and ended her life. While Alicia may be gone, her spirit lingers on. I see her spirit in a laugh in the hallway from one of our students. I see it when our athletes do well in competition. I see it when our musicians shine in concerts, in marching band, in solo ensemble. This is a wonderful young lady who, while taken from us far too soon, has left a deep and meaningful impact not only on my life, but on many of those who have had the privilege to call Elk Mound home. It is in honor of such a terrific young lady that it is my privilege tonight to convey the Alicia Woolmer Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $1,000 to Miss Taylor Delling. And now, in honor of all of those who have come before you, class, it is my privilege to have Miss Marlene Hoffman, representing the Elk Mound Alumni Association, come forth to present our alumni scholarships.
I'll talk very fast. I know you've sat here a long time. The Elk Mound Alumni Scholarship Program is aging, like all of us. We're now 10 years old. We're having a birthday party this year. We're going to celebrate on June 25th. We're having a brunch associated with our golf outing. You're all invited. Last year, you may recall that we had reached $50,000 at our foundation account, and we were able to withdraw $1,000 and thus award 3 scholarships. And this year, we are going to be able to do the same, and the students are not aware of this, so this is going to be a nice surprise, I hope. We are going to withdraw $1,000, and we're going to continue with the $1,500 that Mr. Goodrich insisted we would give when we first started 10 years ago, and you were right. We have managed to keep that commitment. So, our selection process remains the same. The students have to submit quite an extensive essay that we score using a rubric, so we feel that that's a very fair process. We interview all of our applicants, and again, there's a scoring method there, and their scores are combined. This year we interviewed 9 very lovely young ladies, and no men applied. And we had no applicants for the technical school scholarship, and we decided we would still award that to one of these students. So our first award is a $1,000 scholarship to Isabella Cater. Isabella plans to attend UW La Crosse and one day plans to be a physician's assistant. When asked how she wanted other people to view her, she replied, well, outgoing, but I want them to know how caring I am. I have learned that little things really can impact other people's lives. Congratulations to you. And as someone said earlier, many years from now when you're a very wealthy physician's assistant, pay it forward and don't forget us. Our second award is also a $1,000 scholarship to Hannah Flatness. Hannah plans, as you all are aware by now, to attend St. Catherine's in St. Paul, where she will study biology. When asked what she thought would be her role in society many years from now, she quickly said, well, patience is needed, and I hope that I'm always a kind, very positive leader. Congratulations. And again, when you're very wealthy a few years from now, don't forget this is your home where you came from. Okay? And finally, our $500 scholarship is awarded to Kayla Black. Kayla will also enroll in UW La Crosse and plans a career in occupational therapy. And when we asked what she thought life would be like for her 15 years from now, she replied, well, I will have my master's degree, I will be in pediatric OT, and maybe have my own practice. And isn't that great? Because she'll be able to pay it forward. In addition to congratulating our winners, congratulations to all of the graduates. We're very proud of all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hoffman. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our awards program for the evening. But I must share several sincere and heartfelt thanks. I would like to thank all of our presenters this evening for recognizing the young men and women you see before you. I would especially like to thank those of you, the family, the friends, and the loved ones of the class of 2016 for giving us these terrific young men and women. I would like to thank my assistant, the one who's been helping me get all of these scholarships out to you tonight. That would be Miss Emily Osmond. She will be going through this process next year. And I would also like to extend a sincere and heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you graduates. Your time, your talents, and your efforts have made Elk Mound High School a very special place for the past 4 years. And I am very much looking forward to celebrating with you when we go across that hall on Friday and we commence with graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to now present to you the Elk Mound High School graduating class of 2016.
But the best thing about it is, nothing to
Thanks, I keep the chair halfway around. Oh no. Good.
So am I. Live on the You can't go.
We have $175
She's right here.
I don't have a car.
The big man's chasing like that. Your wife was missing it. And my mom was like, this has got to be like the computer or something. And a couple of lights I fixed everything across the TV and it still didn't shut off. So I had like 3 lights. No. What about we do need a number, that's for sure. Yeah, we need a number.
Shane, no.
We got to the point at the end where it was like $200 a ton.
Yeah, we have a final number. We made
So I skipped it and sold it.
Okay. I know she shared this a week ago, but
one day they
we have
let's do it. And the next day they'd be like, well, we want. And I'm like, just make up your mind. That's nice.
Hey everybody, if you want to help with the graduation party and attend the parents meeting, we're going to start in just a couple minutes.
We start now.
No. Who do I look like? Who do I look like?
I wear my sunglasses.
I dropped my pocket? Where did I drop it? My pocket. Oh, yeah. Thanks, bro.
You might want those glasses back now. No threads Take it. Go. Yep, bye-bye. Shut the door.
Thank you.
So the question was asked, how many kids do we technically have?
All right, now at this moment in time, I have had 3 children who have confirmed that they will not be here. Now, of those 3 children, if we do the math, there is still a possibility that we will not have 78 or 79 children. At best, those 3 who do not come might recruit 1 or 2 additional people, do whatever they're doing, and not go. Now, you have the opportunity to decide what you want to do with all of the prizes and or belongings of the children who say they are coming but do not physically show up. I know of one individual who has to leave early. He needs to be at work at 4 o'clock in the morning. No problems with him being here as long as he
And then grants, that's it, right? Okay.
Correct. Any others have a valid reason for that? Just the desire to know. And if that is their desire, I would respect it, but I don't think we need to go out of our way to do anything to choose it.
So with our 80 envelopes that we have, we're pretty positive that's good.
That's
Okay. So we have 80 envelopes. Mary and Julie and I last Tuesday put together the $15 ones, and then we did $50 gift stuff. So there's almost $65 for each child for sure. That's a given. And then there's big prizes, and I think Julie presented that last time. There's 8 of them, and I think we were shooting for 9. Because the 9th one, we did have some cash left over of $300. So we were thinking about maybe divvying that up into some of the other prizes and having like a $200. The Fitbit is was only $120, I want to say. So like adding some money into that, you know, so kind of making them nice big prizes. So, so I'm pretty sure there's 9 of those. So
I didn't know that there was going to be cash with the Fitbit.
What's that?
If you're going to have cash with the Fitbit, I'll put that on the side. So if you're changing that,
Okay.
email. And then I'll have the correct descriptions.
We had cash with the Lay's baskets, with the
Yeah,
express
I had
tickets,
that,
and
I had that.
that was the other thought we had. We didn't know for sure. So.
I'm gonna throw it out there, my first shot in the dark for the extras that are not claimed. The extra $15 or $50 prizes that are not claimed by students, can we throw them in a pail and draw a name?
That'd be good. Yeah.
And so effectively what I can do is I can make a 9th bucket, and when we figure out what it's going to be, after the first couple of hours or after registration, we can fill that sign out accordingly and put that out there as well for them. And that way that takes care of that, and doesn't leave anything for us to figure out or pass on to the
175, put on a Visa gift card or something and throw in that bucket too?
It's cash.
Is that going to be one?
That money, the problem with that money is I'd have to ask for it, and not like now. So I could probably get it.
Oh, and typically,
No, I don't.
there was
It's-
probably money left over from last
There
year's
was,
class that was donated
yes.
to us. And so there's always gonna be a little bit of leftover money that we're gonna donate to the next class.
And
so I guess it's
technically,
not that big.
and this is kind of how I look at it, we still have to do all the thank yous and we have to send out the thank yous. And so we would technically be paying with that $175 for that postage and all that stuff.
And that's gonna be probably on the
And it's
$50
gonna
just
be-
for the thank you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
after, that's another probably.
What was, I think what I'm gonna say is what was in the account is what we're gonna leave the account with, and we'll have everything covered with what we did, so.
Any last minute food stuff? See one Bruder, there's the other one.
I
Nope, everything's
think we
good.
got it covered, right?
Everything's good.
And now our email is going out to those who made commitments to food and volunteer schedules.
Is it game time looking better?
I think so. I think we have.
Because that's where you could tell on the schedule, it's like the least amount of people working.
Yeah,
Well,
I think we'll.
On that part of the schedule too, those games are going on during those times, and we have people that have slotted time all the way across, and so I think that we're gonna be okay. I won't try and go away. Easy. A lot of hard work, a lot of thank yous from everybody, everything.
One quick thing, I know I brought it up before, Mr. Wedgwood, the ventriloquist is asking for quick little stories he can add into his show. If you've got any of them, get them to Mr. Goodrich tonight, first thing in the morning. He's gonna try and shoot them off to him. Second thing in the morning.
Maybe a third, we'll see. Depends on what happens when I get it. But truly, any kind of anything that you would like to embarrass your children with. They consumed an entire jar of salsa and then ran around screaming. they accidentally plugged something in they weren't supposed to and tried to electrocute themselves. Any silly story you have that you want to share is fair game for your children. And I will then forward that on to Mr. Wedgewood and we'll incorporate that into his act.
Come on in.
I have had a couple of people share those with me, and thank you very much for doing that. Keep them coming. I will happily incorporate that into the email to Mr. Wedgewood, and we will make sure that he gets every humiliating detail that he can.
And what's funniest is you can see that child sink in their chair. And so it'll be a fun night. Any questions from anybody?
And I had heard we can get in here then on Friday at 12, after 12:30?
Correct. Our second lunch ends at 12:30, and the kids will be going to third block in grades 9, 10, and 11. Once they are in their classroom, you have fair game of the commons, auditorium. You will have some hallway access, like to our decorations room, if we need to get things up there. But really, that will be our time. 12:30 is kind of a witching hour for us to take over the decoration component for the building.
That's the decoration community voiced, like, we need help. I mean, obviously, I can help what everybody said.
I think you're just throwing on the show.
Okay.
I think any and every manner of assistance is greatly appreciated, even if they don't quite know what they need, they know they will appreciate that.
How early can we bring the food in?
The food itself, if you're looking at something perishable, something that needs to be refrigerated, I know that Mike and I have communicated pretty well on what needs to happen with that. Mike, what do you think the earliest ETA will be on food for the morning?
Well, I don't know, I mean, if there's certain things they want to send with their kids.
Well, if you're gonna come in at 12:30 to help set up.
12:30 would be perfect.
That is
That's-
completely
okay.
well.
So I know that we'll have the concession stand open, so that we'll have access to the refrigerator and freezer. So anything we need, we should be able to get into there at that point.
When did you want me to bring in the yogurt?
So you can bring it then, or just bring it with you that night if you want to, because we can put directly in the cooler. You know, if you gotta just pack it into a cooler and bring it with you that night, you don't need to make a special trip up here if you're not coming, because you brought the ice cream on you, right?
Yeah, I brought the ice cream.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're not coming up earlier in the day, because you'll be working, just, can't bring it with you that night, because you're working, right? That
Yeah.
night. Just bring it with you then, because they're not getting that till it's morning.
Oh, all right.
That's a warning thing, so,
All right.
that'll be fine.
Excellent. Anything for the good of the cause. I'd like to tell you all truly how much it means to me to have all of you here from January to now. We've come a very long way together, not done yet, but you just cleared two very important hurdles this week. We just made it through baccalaureate, we just made it through honors night, and now we get to take a deep breath before the plunge on Friday, celebrate with one another, and stagger home on Saturday. Or go home right after Friday and wait for your kids to sleep, whichever one.
How many are going to be able to help Friday afternoon? Awesome. Good.
I'll be here about 3. I'm spending all my time this week.
I will be there. And you're gonna get the cash, is what I've been told.
And that's what I.
And Lonnie and yours.
I can't be here.
How many will be able to stick around between the end of graduation and the beginning of our party?
For clean
There was a
up
question
after
about who was
graduation.
going to be here through the end of graduation, the ceremony itself, and the start of the party.
Probably.
One of the nice things about, I think, our situation versus my older daughter's situation is we had to still decorate the gym after we cleaned it up. This situation, we're cleaning it up so that somebody else can come in and set up the lights. And so, you know, I think from that standpoint, it might be a little bit easier for us, but there'll be a lot of chairs, a lot of tables being we have risers in there and all sorts of fun stuff. But the janitorial staff is around. And so it's like all hands on deck to make it go. And then any questions, I say we get out of here. 'Cause it's long already. And
See you Friday.
thank you, everybody, for every little thing, all the time. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anna's at a friend's house right now making salsa for Spanish. Some sort of extra credit.
I'm just thinking VOC take care of it.
Why don't I just drive right up? No, but I can just, but I'm pulling out that way anyways, I can just teach Oh, wait, another thing, we should ask him. We should ask him how early we should.
Yeah. That's nice. Yep. It's only like an hour? He said an hour, but it wasn't an hour tonight. Hannah, we got here at 6:30. I'm like, whoa. Ready?
It's lazy, you don't like filling out paperwork.
Mine either. Yeah. What was I out on the way home? He's like, I did fill out a couple. I said, a couple? You gotta do every single one? They don't want to do essays or anything.
I'm worried about this process we got.
Oh, I mean,
We'll have to sit up. Yeah, was that not amazing?
4 years.
No wonder I should have some fundraisers.
With Jordan's girlfriend, what she...
12, 14. Just for a one-time shot, right? That's what Yeah. But she did a lot of essays. Yeah. She did. You can tell the girls did the essays.
I'll find them. Don't worry.
we'll come up with something. I am not worried.
You got enough going on. You don't need to be worried about some shit.
Don't worry, all the shirts are done, I helped fold them and I'll take one of those flat ones and put it in there. One that I give it to girls.
We're all dressed up, ready to go. I ain't going, I don't have everything.
Why are you still here?
Oh, I'm not still here. I didn't come back to that.
You are. Standing here.
Well, not right after school.
There's only kid running around the world.
Pretty much like a jailhouse.
Thank you all. Come back. We'll see you in a couple of days. Kyle? Thank you.
The only reason I know is that.
It's like people like sign up without saying see it. You know, they always try to track it because I grew up with a lot of people go outside of it. There's a place to go hunt. You can see them. Sidewalk. Okay, I'll see you in a couple of days.
want to put my house in there? Not really. Nothing I can't get tomorrow. I'm just happy we made it this far.